more on the grand scheme. The grand scheme was put together by specifically the tau and muon particles, and it eventually spread via hierarchical diffusion to then the protons, then the neutrons, then the electrons, then to the other tau and mu particles. So basically they got every single particle on board except for the energies, but they're able to bypass that via the E equals mc or the E equals mc squared inversion, where basically well, you should know what this is already, but they're able to convert mass into energy. So once they get the energy started, then the particles release energy, and then they create perpetual motion, blah blah blah, all that good and fun stuff. This is Lola. Say hi to Lola. We love Lola. Now, if you're wondering, well, the muon and tau particles have such a short lifespan. How did they spread anything? Well, it kind of spread through expansion diffusion at first, and a little bit of relocation diffusion, and because of their short lifespans. Also, what I meant by conscious level 0 is not that they have no conscious. I made that very unclear in my last video, or actually I outright said they had no conscious. That's not inherently true. They do have a conscious. It's not one that is like you and me. They simply know things. Like, they know like stuff, and they're able to transmit that knowledge to other particles. So once the knowledge of the perfect vacuum spread. Ooh, there she goes. Hold on, I gotta get you a good view of her to end this video. Once the knowledge of the particle spread, or the perfect vacuum spread, because the perfect vacuum was initially created in a space where there's just one muon and one tau particle, and they decided to separate, and in between them was thus a perfect vacuum. Once knowledge of that spread, then it was basically game over from that point, because then that knowledge spread through relocation diffusion, and then eventually what happened is the first useful perfect vacuum happened whenever the protons, neutrons, and electrons started it. And I'll talk more about that one in the next video.